Yo, what up, Zachary? What up, MJ? All right, we're live. We're ready. The first 5080 build. What up, Michael? How we doing? RTX 5080 Founders Edition. I don't know why I pulled that off. There's really no reason for me to pull that off right now. What's everybody up to? How we doing? Happy Monday. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. We'll let some people roll in here before we get started. Well, Botrix joined the vertical stream on YouTube, but not the horizontal. So that's cool, I guess. What's everybody up to? How we doing? Zachary, every time I see your icon there, I feel like I'm looking at my own logo because it looks very similar. Like just like that, it's a like black lines with like a white background. It looks very similar to mine. Been watching some of your builds. So excited to see this one live. I know, me too. I'm excited to finally get to build this one. The 5080s took the 5080s and the 5090s took a while to get here from release day. So I'm excited to finally get to build with them. Today's build, yeah, they are kind of similar. Today's build's pretty cool. So we've got pretty much a top of the line PC. Like you can't really get anything better than this other than a 4090 or 5090. So this is gonna be an awesome PC. We've got a 9800X 3D, 4 terabytes of storage, 48 gigs of RAM, the 5080 of course, got this nice MSI carbon Wi-Fi motherboard, 1000 watt power supply, and a 360 millimeter AIO from Thermaltake. We also have a Corsair 3500X case, which should be more than big enough for this little 5080 that we got. How much are they going for? I mean, I got these at MSRP through like my business contact stuff, but I mean, if you bought them like on eBay or wherever you can actually find them right now, they're like $2,000. It's crazy. I'm amazed that people are buying them at MSRP. It makes sense. Like it's worth it. It's slightly improved from the 4080 Super. It's roughly the same price as the 4080 Super. And then you obviously, like if you want to utilize it, you can use like DLSS 4 and all their like multi-frame generation stuff to get a significantly better performance, but even just raw power, it's slightly better than the 4080 Super at essentially the same price. This one is only $1,000 and they have models that go up to like $1,400, which is pretty similar to the 4080 Super before it went completely out of stock because they stopped making them. Yeah, let's get into the build. Let's get into it. So yeah, this is my first time building with the 5080. This is my first time building with these Thermaltake AIOs. I know they're really good quality. I know several other builders, like good quality builders that use these. So I'm pretty excited to try these out. And they're pretty reasonably priced. Like they're just over $100 for a 360 millimeter AIO with RGB. So I think that's gonna turn out really well. Scotian, what's up? You guys are on the horizontal YouTube, right, MJ? The 5090 card, depending on which one you got. Yeah, it's crazy how expensive some of the 5090s are. All right, let's get the 5080 out of the way because we don't need it just yet. Yo, Alejandro, Marble, Faison, all coming with the subscriptions on tubes. Thank you. I'm not seeing any. Are you guys, MJ, are you guys on the vertical or the horizontal stream right now? I thought that's the horizontal stream, but I can't remember. Why is my phone going crazy? Okay, is that okay? So that is the verb. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, let's get into it. I thought I had them right. I wanted to be sure. Get our Wi-Fi adapter out of here. We don't need that right now. What up, Ghost? How we doing? Good to see you in here, bud. About time. I know. Took a long time for him to show up. Took a long time for these GPUs to show up. What do we got here? That's a extension cable for USB. Oh, a USB 2 splitter. That's kind of nice. Some RGB stuff. Shouldn't need any of this because we got a higher end system. So we'll just put it in there for now. Yo, what up, Grandpa? How we doing? I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Excited for this build. I've been busy. Not just with like PC builds and stuff, but just like everything, trying to get ready for Loot Fest at the end of the month. Got a lot of stuff that I gotta get done for that. Right. Let's get all this plastic off our motherboard. Pierre Shaw, Mao26, Eric Tucker, all coming in with the subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh. What the heck? What in the world? Why is the plastic wanting to pull the trim piece off? Hold on. Come on. Shouldn't be that hard to remove plastic, guys. Oh, because there's plastic under that trim piece? Jeez. No wonder I was trying to lift it out. Come on. There we go. Whew. Didn't have to take that off. Okay, there's nothing on the back. Good, good, good. One more right there. Don't need that stuck to my fingers. Stupid static. This is a customer build. The brand of the 5080, it's the Nvidia Founders Edition. Zachary, type in ! specs, and that'll give you the full list of specs. Look at that. No bent pins. Which in my opinion, Ghost, I think the Founders Editions are some of the best looking GPUs on the market. I know they don't have fancy RGB and stuff, but I think they look really good. All right, 9800X 3D. In she goes. Okay. Boom, 9800X 3D. All right, got 4 terabytes of storage total. We got this Western Digital Black 2 terabyte, and then another 2 terabyte from Team Group. But yeah, Zach, I don't really build personal rigs very often. I don't upgrade my rig very often. This is pretty much anytime you see me live streaming, I'm building something for a customer. No, Lime, you cannot. You can't have it. This is a customer PC. It's been bought and paid for. They've been waiting on it. You may not have it. Besides, I'm not giving away thousands of dollars of PC stuff. I ain't got that kind of money. There we go. There's 2 terabytes installed. And then, oh, this one comes out without tools too. Look at that. That's beautiful. Beautiful. How much did it cost? I think it was in the realm of like 3,500 bucks. That's with me building it and shipping costs and everything included. Which reminds me, I'm gonna text the customer real quick. Yeah, it's a very high end, like you can't get any higher end than this system besides a 5090. Like this is the best gaming PC money can buy, really. And we didn't skimp out on anything. Really good quality RAM, lots of storage, nice, very high quality motherboard. Can't use it, you don't want a cheap motherboard when you're going with a high end system like this. What up from Brazil? What up, Leather? How are we doing? Ooh. Gonna have some stuff at Loot Fest. Sounds good to me. So we got 4 terabytes total. There's a 2 terabyte from Team Group, and then a 2 terabyte from Western Digital up there. How did I get the RTX 5080? Through my business contacts. I have business accounts with Newegg and Best Buy. That's how I'm able to get them. Okay, so we've got our storage, we got our CPU. Let's get our RAM in here. Water-cooled 4080 Super for 1,200 bucks. I mean, for 1,200 bucks, if it's got a water cooler already installed on it, that's pretty good. You can't even get them for that cheap right now anyways, because they're impossible to find. Appreciate you, Leatherneck. Roughly how much does it cost to have you build my PC? It's so about $100 in shipping if you're in the US, or $120 in shipping in the US. And then I charge 20% of the cost of the materials. And then there's obviously several creator codes you can use to save 5% off of that. So on like a higher end system like this, I make a few $100 bucks. Oh, it's got an AIO. Oh yeah, that's cool. So yeah, you're basically paying like standard pricing. I mean, I don't know if it's used, then ideally it wouldn't cost that much. But if it's, you know, pretty new, then that's not terrible. All right, so we got all that. Let's get our AIO out here. We'll see what the mounting looks like for this guy. What up, Nuke? There's our mounting kit. What do we have for AMD? Ooh, it uses the stock AMD brackets. Heck yeah. All right, so we need 3-to-1s, definitely. Definitely need those bolts. RGB cable, we'll probably need that. Don't know what these guys are for. I'll have to take a look. AMD mounting. And this comes with a thing of thermal paste, but we'll use the Arctic thermal paste that we have on hand. Cyan, this is a customer build. If you type in ! specs, you can see the full list of components going in this system. Wish we had more options / more competition for high-end gaming hardware. I know. It's a bummer that AMD is not making a high-end GPU. Have I read Dostoevsky? No, I have not. What are these little Oh, that's cool. So these are for RGB, the RGB connectors. You stick them over the top of the RGB connectors to ensure that they stay connected. That's cool, because that's one of my biggest complaints with those RGB connectors, those flat ones. Okay, let's get our case out here and start pulling some panels off. Come on, Botrix, wake up. All right, Bodrix isn't working. Can someone, oh, we got it on the, I saw it on here earlier. Let's see if I can just copy this. Copy, paste, there. See if I can pin that. Boom, it's pinned. Let's do it over here too. Pin that. Let's pin that there. All right, we got it pinned everywhere. Now you guys can see the specs. Okay. We'll fix the routing on these cables because it's kind of ugly out of the box, but there we go. Let's get our motherboard in here. No, Botrix is sleeping. No, this is not for me. This is a customer build. If you see me streaming, I am building a customer PC. Like 99% of the time, if I'm streaming, I'm building it for somebody. I don't upgrade my personal rig very often. How much did it cost? It was around 3,500 bucks, I believe. Give or take. Got a bunch of zip ties. We'll probably use those later. How much is a 5090 going for? The ones that I have in stock, I bought at MSRP, so they were $2,000 US. Ooh. Is this a GPU support? It is. That's nice. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out how to mount that, or at least what bolts to use to mount it. Okay. Does this come with individual cables for that? I guess we'll find out. All right. Okay, it's got these ones here. The GPU that's going in it is going to be an RTX 5080. You can look at the pinned comment if you want to see the specs in the system. I pinned the comment in all of the chats. I'm a big AMD fan in general. I had a 7900 XTX for a long time in my personal rig. I currently have a 4070 Ti Super, but yeah, I really like AMD. No, I don't sell GPUs only. I can't stock enough of them to sell them by themselves. Freaks, the comment, or the pinned comment has the full specs. It's a 5080. What's in my pocket? My phone? I mean, I have lots of things in my pockets. I have my phone, usually my knife's in there, chapstick, keys, sometimes my wallet, although I keep that in my jacket a lot, at least in the wintertime. My favorite soda. Why is that not lined up? There we go. My favorite soda. I like Dr. Pepper. I usually drink, like if I'm gonna drink a soda or something like that, it'll be diet. Oh, actually, you know what? Scratch that. Arnold Palmer. Intel's GPUs, they're really good budget-friendly GPUs. You do right now have to have a pretty decent CPU to get the the full performance from them right now due to like I think it's probably driver issues. But for like a budget-friendly system, if you want something with lots of VRAM that's on new architecture, they're a great option. Where did I find a 5080? I bought them through my business contacts, through Best Buy Business. Got them on, I ordered them on release day. Maybe a noob question, what would you say this build would be good for? I mean, you can use it for anything gaming related, 1080p, 1440p, even some 4K. You could use it as a workstation if you want. This thing is capable of most things. You could edit with it. It might not be the best for like 4K editing just because the CPU might not have enough cores for that, but I'm not an editor, so I don't know too much. Is this where I find the #1 Best Buy Marketplace PC builder? That's right. Bro, I can't wait for Best Buy Marketplace to come out. Hopefully that'll do good for me. What kind of PC would I be able to buy from you for 2,500 bucks? Right now it's kind of in a weird spot. So in that market or in that price range, until the 5070 and 5070 Ti comes out, I don't have a lot of options to sell in that price range. Because the 5080 will push you past like 3,000 in general, or close to 3,000 in general. So when the 5070 Ti comes out, I would say you can get a 5070 Ti, a 9700X, and good rest of the components filled out for 2,500 bucks, and maybe just a little under that. I know it's not a soda, but did you say soda? I guess you did say soda. So if I had to say soda, I would say Dr. Pepper, but I like Arnold Palmer better than sodas. Drink hot sauce. I think I'm gonna pass on drinking hot sauce. Like, it sounds cool and all, but I think I'm gonna pass. Okay. Before we get any further, I think the Corsair, is it just like a safety handling thing that's in here? I don't think it has any warranty or any information on the actual stuff that's in it. Nope. I wanted to see what bolts they use for this GPU sag bracket. It's probably the same ones as the motherboard. It's not the same ones as the motherboard. It's smaller. Okay, so there was a couple in here that were like little small ones. Yeah, it's probably these two guys here. Let's try these guys. I'm gonna install this early just because stuff can get cluttered back there. I do enjoy building PCs. That's why I started this business. Okay, that feels like the right one. Seems like they painted it over the threads, so it's a little harder to use or harder to tighten down, but okay. Motherboard is installed. Let's switch to that. Let's switch you guys to that. I'm gonna install this GPU bracket real quick. So this is gonna go right there on the front. Okay, make sure I'm installing it the right way. Cool, let's get the second one started. I need my iFixit driver. Finish this. Oh my gosh, that magnet. Yeah, I do need my iFixit driver. I can't put this in straight with this guy. Oh, maybe I can. Pretty tight. Finish these off with the iFixit. that is a tight spot, man. I should have made that space just a little bit bigger. But what that gets us now is we have this nice little GPU anti-sag bracket. And it looks like you can use this to loosen it up, move it up and down, and then you just tighten it back up right from the front. I'm gonna put it all the way down for now so it's out of the way, but that's pretty slick. I like that. Just 2 little bolts, front facing to loosen it. It's a little tight because I tightened that bracket down maybe a little too much, but it just rides up and down on that. Tighten it back up. And it's got a screw there if you want to like, or a Phillips head socket if you really want to tighten it down, but that's pretty sweet. I like that. What got me into PC building? I just really enjoyed it. So I built my first PC for like me back in 2020, like mid 2020. I really enjoyed building it. It was obviously scary building my first ever PC. You know, worried I was gonna break it. Yeah, I liked building it. And then I found some guy selling like a slight GPU upgrade from what I had. And he was also selling like a case and power supply with it. And so it was like, okay, I buy this upgraded GPU and then I have a case and power supply. I was like, I might as well look around on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff to see if I can find the rest of it. So I scrounged up enough parts to like sell the second PC to kind of pay for the GPU upgrade. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I can turn this into a business. Maybe I can get into you know, building PCs for a business. And that's kind of how it all got started. I think you should build a 5090 PC and auction it off at the end of your stream with a certain reserve. That would be a huge reserve, man. Huge reserve. It's the 3500X, Simo. If you guys are wanting to build your own PCs, yes, you can find some used components to get a little bit more performance. I personally do not use used components in any of my systems because I just don't want to deal with the warranty of having stuff potentially go bad. Under 1,000, go all AMD. Yeah, go AM4, get an AMD like 6600 or 6700 XT or like a 7700 XT, something like that. That's a great way to go. Do you think I could get a clean looking PC with full RGB? If you build it yourself, absolutely. I'm reading chat, I'm just busy. My first system had a 3700X, a 2060 Super. It had 16 gigs of RAM initially. I upgraded that pretty shortly after. And I was using the AMD Wraith Prism cooler that came with the 3700X. And eventually I upgraded that to a little AIO. Okay, here's front panel. Where's my HD audio? There we go. HD audio. I'm reading chat. Don't you give me that lip. Just a little slow. 32 gigs of DDR5 is good, yeah. Oh, it wasn't for me, okay. It's like, geez, so hostile. Thought I was reading chat. Okay. Let's fix these cables because they're gonna be in the way. So we need to undo these guys and move them to the other side. Trying to make my case look ugly. Okay, I'll do the same thing up top. I'm really glad Richard convinced me to get this Lazy Susan, man. It was a while ago, quite like over a year ago, but man, it's been a game changer. Okay, there we go. That out of the way. I think I can turn my heater off now. I'm getting warm. Okay, there's our RGB connected. I'm gonna turn my heater off. My office is so cold all day. And then I finally get up and start moving around. I'm like, oh, it's warm now. Okay, this is fan cable for all of our fans. Plug that in down below there. And our RGB cable for all of our fans. Plug that in right there next to it. Come on. Okay. Let's get our front panel connector in there. It's gonna go right there. Still waiting on your RE branded boxers. I know, I didn't even put that in my merch, sorry. I know, me too, Goofy. I'm excited for you to get a new build. You've been rocking that build. I mean, like, I know you've made some upgrades and stuff, but you've been rocking that build for a while. Where is USB 3? Oh. It's hidden back there. Okay, let's see. I need to see how high or low. That's interesting. So they put their USB 3s on the side here. But that's right where that GPU thing goes. How thick is this GPU gonna stick down? You guys gonna get an early look at the 5080. What do I think of the PS5 Pro? I mean, if you're paying more than you're just paying for a PS5, I don't think it's worth it. Isn't it like over $700 or something crazy? Okay, so this guy is gonna sit that high. Oh yeah, so we'll be up above. Okay, so we'll use the bottom slot for the USB 3. Cool. Cool. So yeah, we'll just put it just above slot for the USB 3 there. Okay, stick that through. So that's gonna come out the bottom area here. Sorry, I'm blocking your guys' view. You don't get to see anything here, but I want to make sure I get it in there good. Yeah, I got it at MSRP, so $1,000. You've had it since Verdansk. Jeez. Selling your PS5 Pro since I owe taxes this year. Oh man, that sucks. 5080 restocked yesterday. Oh, let's go. You can sell on eBay and avoid taxes. Yeah, but eBay takes a huge cut. eBay takes like a 30% cut. I wouldn't sell on eBay if you can't. If you're able to sell anywhere else. What would you say this build is? Oh yeah, I think I already kind of talked about that. I mean, Michael, this is basically top of the line. The only thing I would say it's probably not the best for is for like 4K editing or super heavy like workstation stuff, just because it only has 8 cores. But other than that, like I don't know what you wouldn't be able to do on this. I got mine through Best Buy Business. Shady Hawk is actually in the Kick chat, or he was, and that's my rep for Best Buy Business. Okay, let's get our USB 3.2, aka USB-C. This guy's gonna come through right about there. Right about there? Nope, lower spot. That. Come on. Jeez. Everybody flipping these on me now? There we go. It's so weird that it used to always be that the thick side was on the bottom, and now like I feel like half the motherboard manufacturers have flipped it, and I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Oh well, it's fine. Okay, everything that's in here right now is connected. Let's get our other 2 case fans installed. First of which is going to be right there. So we'll gently lay this down on its side. Get this guy a 5080. Wait, who are we talking about? Yeah, I was not able to get any directly from Nvidia either. Yo, what up, Ninja? How we doing? Hold on, I need some chapstick. I don't have much VR experience at all, to be honest. I've never used a VR other than, I used one way back in the day. Like it was like 2014, when it was like first like a thing. And a friend of mine had like a VR studio or like a design studio, and they had some VR stuff that I got to test out, but that was so long ago, it's not even sort of relevant anymore. Yeah, it's got a 5080, baby. Yeah, you can go to, if you have a Micro Center nearby, you can try and get one at a Micro Center. I unfortunately live nowhere near a Micro Center. So I don't have that option. The nearest micro center for me is in Denver, which is like 12 hours away. You got a 5090 off the dark web? Oh boy. That sounds exciting. Okay, fine, you can fall. The 9000 series releases in March. Like mid to late March. I think it's like the 20th or something is what they said. Okay. Here we go. Oh, those are not holes for that. Okay. So, where do they want me to put this thing? Oh, I remember how this goes. You don't use these. I'm a dum-dum. I'm a silly goose here. I totally forgot. This actually utilizes a bolt-through method with these guys. I was like, why are these holes so small? Because I use these. Okay, there we go. Just get that started a little bit. Sorry for the bad jokes. No, keep them coming. We love bad jokes here. One of my biggest supporters since like getting monetized on YouTube, all he does is come in and make bad jokes, and I love it. Yes, Dragon, this is a build for a customer. He and his brother actually both bought identical systems. So I've got this one, and I've got another build later this week that's going to be exactly the same components and specs and everything. Okay, get that tightened down. There we go. And these guys will just feed onto the back. Just being silly. How much does this one cost? It was around 3,500 bucks for this system. Come on. Okay, got that one through. This one through there too. I mean, like how they set up their RGB, I don't know. It's two brothers that bought them. I'll probably set different RGB colors on them just for fun, but that's all obviously changeable. Rehen, thank you for the sub, appreciate that. Go. Got those through here. And those should be long enough we can tie in with that. Let's get our other fan in here first though. There it is. And I think we can put this guy back. Didn't actually need to take it out in the first place. Don't need these anymore. Yes, Max, it's the 3500X. What CPU GPU combo should I get for a new PC build? Recording and streaming consoles. If you're gaming and streaming from the one system, I would say something like a Ryzen 9, so like a 7900X or 9900X. So you have lots of cores. And then, I mean, any GPU you can find right now. Anything above like a 4060 Ti will be capable of it. You know, obviously all of this really depends on like your budget. What up, Rage? Where can I get that? This one? This table? I got it off Amazon. I don't think I have it in my like specs for anything, but I could probably find it. Have I used a Threadripper? I haven't. I had one guy talking about potentially wanting like a Threadripper build, but he never actually requested an order, so. For streaming, get Nvidia. I mean, yeah, Nvidia's better for streaming. I mean, an AMD can do it. Like, that's not a problem. I had at the stream booth last year for Loot Fest, I had a 7900 XTX, and it works great. Like, there's no problems with it. Nvidia just tends to be a little bit better for encoding. But if you have a high-end AMD card too, like you're not gonna be disappointed with it. I can tell you that. How do I feel about the 4060 Ti? It's a solid card. The downside is the Intel B580 gets like the same amount of performance if you have a good CPU as the 4060 Ti, and it's over $100 cheaper. That's the crazy thing. Good price for the specs? I like to think so. You know, it's not some cheap junk off of Amazon, but it, you know, I try to know where it's worth spending money and where it's not, you know? You have to report taxes on eBay. I mean, I report all of my earnings no matter where I sell or make money, so it doesn't really matter. You have 5090 on order. On back order, I got on January 30th. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hope it comes out soon too, man. Might have to July. Holy cow. Oh, you got a B580 while you're waiting? Hey, there you go. Let me know what you think of it. I've got in the back, I've got a build that I think I'm gonna do, and I've got a 4060, a B570, and a B580. I kind of want to do like side-by-side testing of the three with the same. It's got a 5700X in it. 2.5K euros saved. Hey, that's enough to build yourself a really nice PC. I haven't done any testing with the 50 series yet. This is the very first PC I've built with a 50 series in it. Oh, this. So the top piece is, I got it just from Home Depot. It's just like a stool top, and I painted black. And then underneath is a Lazy Susan, like 20-inch wide Lazy Susan with like bearings and stuff in it. That one I got off eBay, and I think it was like $100. So I paid like 120-ish to make my Lazy Susan. 700 XTX, thinking about doing a buildable. It's still a great GPU. Like, it gets as good of or very similar performance to the 5080 in a lot of ways, and in 4K, I think in a lot of ways it tends to beat out the 5080 just because it has a ton of VRAM. Should you pay the crazy fee for a 4070? I mean, I would wait for the 5070 probably, unless you can get a 7900 XTX cheap. Because right now a 7900 XTX is going to cost you well over $1,000 because they're sold out everywhere and people are marking them up. What does it mean if your GPU fans run but it does show visuals? I'm not sure what you mean, RK. The 7600 is a great, like, budget-friendly AM5 CPU. Have I updated my site with 50 series pre-builds? Just the Premier PC. So the AMD Premier PC is up on my site. It's essentially the same sort of specs as what's in here, but in a different case. What do you mean by it doesn't show visuals? I'm not sure what you mean there. They say if 5080 can overclock good and it can match a 4090 at stock. Not at 4K. It probably can at 1440p. Okay, got our fans in there. Let's get this guy out of here. Let's get our those extra fans plugged in. So we've still got daisy chain stuff available here. So let's utilize those. So got that guy. that guy. So all of our fans now are going to be connected into one spot on the motherboard, which really helps keep the front nice and clean. Okay, I got our RGB connectors here. Feels pretty good. Okay, so we got all that in here. Let's do a little bit more cable management. So we got this guy here. Pull these guys over to here. Oh, did I miss it? Fell through. There we go. Okay, so there's all that. It's kind of weird this, I mean, it's a pretty budget-friendly case, but I'm kind of surprised it doesn't come with any cable ties, just these twist ties. So we can add in a few cable ties. Okay. These guys we're definitely gonna zip together. Okay, just like that. All right. Let's get some zip cable ties out right now, I guess. Got these ASRock ones laying around. Can use some of these. Yeah, the 7900 XTX will outpace the 4070 by a good bit. There we go. Like I currently have a 4070 Ti Super, and it cannot keep up with what my 7900 XTX used to do. Okay, so got that one in there. Put another one there. And then we'll be able to take out those ugly twist ties. Come on. It's really hard to get in here. It's so tight already. There we go. There's that. Just leave that one nice and loose. Put another one there. Just build a 4090 7800X 3D, 64 gigs of RAM. Yeah, you probably could have. Especially with how expensive 4090s are right now. I mean, just everything's, all the GPUs are just so hard to find right now. That's really the biggest reason why everything's so expensive. I'm tempted to sell my old 7900 XTX just to recoup some money out of it. Okay, that stuff's all plugged in. Let's get a couple of power cables plugged in here. Knife. I mean, who uses ray tracing anyways? All right, that's a chunky power cable. Some more ties there. Okay, there's that. Don't need the actual power supply just yet. The 5070 comes out, should I try to upgrade from your 2080? I mean, that'll be a pretty big jump up to a 5070, that's for sure. All right, motherboard power, we need that. 600 watt GPU cable, need that. Don't need that, don't need that. CPU cable, need that. Another CPU cable, don't need it, but we'll use it anyways. We don't need that. I don't think we're gonna have any SATA. I don't think the CPU cooler uses any SATA, We'll just leave one out just in case. Bought the card for a good price in December when sale was going on. Oh, there you go. Hopefully you made a little bit of money off of it. Somebody was telling me last stream, they're like, my camera angle is terrible. I was like, well, where else would I put it? I don't know where else to put that camera back there. I can't move it over this way. I got stuff on the wall. The specs on your XTX. Mine, I mean, it was a AMD reference card. So it was the AMD branded 7900 XTX. And I've got a, here, I'll show you. I've got a water block on it from EK. Get that cable. So I went with like, cause I was going with like an all black sort of look on my system. So it's just like all black water block from EK. Pretty cool. I like it. No, it's not everybody's cup of tea, not the whole non-RGB thing, but I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, these cables, not super long. I think they could reach down that way. Let's see, so you run it over here. Like that, you're gonna run it down here. Ooh, that's gonna be real tight. All right, we won't tighten these down yet. We'll wait. All right, let's get our motherboard power in. What's the best CPU for a 2080 or the 5070? Yeah, any AM5 CPU, really. I mean, so much of this, it's not like, what's the best? It's like, what can you afford? Because, I mean, the best is this. It's a 9800X 3D, but, I mean, it's almost $500. So, it's what's the best for your budget is really the question you should be asking. Come on. There we go. Okay, got that click. A monitor for a 5080? I mean, if you want something super cool, you could get like a 1440p OLED or something. I mean, I would say get a 1440p monitor would be a thing. Either IPS panel or OLED if you want to spend the money on it. Apparently, I've never been on live television before, and apparently, I don't know why that's stuck in my head right now. Okay, got that in. Let's just double check that this doesn't have any SATA power. Nope, no SATA power. Okay, cool. So we don't need this. Goodbye. All right, let's get our power supply in here.
Apparently.
Oh, nice, Chip. Radeon RX 6600. It's a nice little budget GPU. Yo, what up? How we doing, Wes? I'm doing good, man. Watching Dragon Ball Z before the stream. Nice, nice. Okay. How do you have 70 cents but make 240 pounds? Well, maybe living costs? Living expenses? Okay, we got all that. Let's get our CPU cables plugged in over here. Okay. Let's get this guy slotted in there. Oh no. My cable's pulled off one of the feet for my power supply. Go back. Go back there. There we go. Okay. There we go. Power supply in. Power supply bolts. Yeah, the link is in the channel. It's just redneckengineer.com. And you still have a request in for one more 5080. If another 5090 appears, would I want it? Oh man, I don't know. I already have an extra 5090 in pocket. I probably wouldn't go for it unless I sell a 5090 PC soon. Like I have the one 5090 PC that's sold, but okay, I cool off. Flip that off for now. Okay, let's clip our one zip tie here. Okay, so now that we've got that plugged in, these are just gonna reach. So let's do a little cable management up here. Zip tie or two. Okay. I think I got my third 5080 that I had ordered already. I definitely wouldn't say no to more 5080s, that's for sure, but I got all the ones that I had on order. They actually shipped the third 5080 at like the same time as everything else. Like I got it in at the same time, it was crazy. I think the only thing I don't have is the extra 5090 I ordered. Okay. Make sure we don't unplug any of those. Okay. Okay, got all that. There's our GPU cable. Let's figure out what we're gonna do with these guys. I think we might need to use that one up too, just to... Where's that extra? Pretty sure I had one more of these guys laying around. I do. Okay, got all that tucked back there. All right, time to get our CPU cooler in here. Let's do that. Think of a 9800X 3D like the one in this. Do it. Pretty sure last time I saw 9800X 3D sold out. Yeah, it's still pretty sold out most places. Yeah, I saw the extra 5090 shipped. It's just not here yet. $5090 Astro combo is live right now for $6,000+ Jesus. Yeah, no thanks. I've seen people posting, I think they're just like memes of like crazy combos on Best Buy with like random appliances and stuff too. I don't think it's real. Like there was some like random combo that had like a bunch of household appliances and a 5090 and it was like $11,000. It's like, I think this is fake, but hilarious. How did I wire the fans? Like the fans that are in there right now? So the fans that are already in here, these three come pre-daisy chained for you with just one output that I put into the motherboard here, for one for PWM for the fan spinning and one for the RGB. And then these two extra fans I put in, they're the same brand and everything, same exact model. So I actually daisy chained these guys into this chain as well. So all of these fans that are in the case right now are being run by these two connections in the motherboard. Okay. Okay, so there's no anything on there, so I'm gonna go this way. So I put it down this way. Tails on these fans are gonna go to the right, like this, and like this, and like this. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that one. I think that's an OLED monitor too that combo comes with, if I remember right. I mean, it's probably worth it, like if you wanted to get some of that stuff, but still, it's just so much money. So much money. Like that's like, I'm selling a 5090 PC that's like top of the line, has a bunch of crazy stuff in it, and that's like how much I'm selling it for. It's like $6,000, and that includes shipping and stuff. How much is one of these 5080s gonna cost, brother? Jay, it was roughly $3,500 for this one. You can see the one that's on my website too, that pre-built with a 5080 and the same CPU, and it's yeah, it's like $3,400 before shipping. Is this the Aqua Elite V3? This is the Thermalright TH360. The pinned comment has all of the specs too, by the way, guys, in all of the chats. Yeah, OLED is expensive. I get that. I would get an IPS panel if you don't want to spend on an OLED. $3,400 for the full PC or build, or that 5080 costs $3,400 because you know them scalpers. Yeah, pretty much, man. Not at that price. I already did a build. I just need a GPU. I gotcha. I mean, at least it's not like it's not extra components that you don't necessarily need. Like a new monitor is useful, but I get it. It's a lot of money to put into that. So yeah, the 9800X 3D costs about 500 euros, something like that. In the US, it's $479. That silent was loud. What? Do you know where to find a 5080 for under 1.2K? Not right now, really. Yeah, but Micro Center doesn't have any in stock either. No, it's not going to be a push-pull. It's just the 3 fans. You don't need a push-pull on a 9800X 3D. They don't run that much heat. They get kind of hot just because of the way they're configured, but they don't push out that much heat. Tyrannic in chat, currently debating whether to grab a 4070 Ti Super, hold off. I haven't seen the spec comparison of the two, but I would be surprised if you can get a 4070 Ti Super for a decent price right now. Okay. I want daisy chain to be on that one. It's nice that they give you these. Real good little daisy chain short cables on these. Okay, got those. And then I just need these cables here. So this is going to be our CPU fan, which is going to go right here. Actually, I'm going to run this through here first. India. But I got a 4070 Super with a 7800X 3P. Yeah, I mean, those are pretty good components. I mean, the problem with buying some of these pre-builts from companies like that is just they cheap out on all the other components. Like, they might use a good CPU and GPU, but like their motherboard and their RAM and their power supplies tend to be, like, they tend to use like the cheapest thing possible. Like, I have a guy who came here and I had to work on his system, and he literally got like a 13900K with a 4080 Super or 4080, and they used like an Asus Prime motherboard. It's like for like a $5,000 water-cooled PC. You're just like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Okay, let's bring this down. We're gonna get this guy up here. I did this backwards. Did the daisy chain backwards. I want to do it the other way. Bring it back up. Okay. I mean, technically it would have worked fine. I think it'll come out looking a lot cleaner this way. Did I throw away those tops to them too? Oh, wait, I see one. Okay. That's how I wanted it. Cool. Stick these guys through the back. Now I'll bring him back down.
What's up, Red?
What up, Fadeaway? How we doing? 5070 Ti is supposed to land, yeah, like mid this month. Like the 20th or something like that. That's what I saw. And the 5070, I think, is at the same time. Want to see your Valentine? Not right now. I'm busy. Come on.
Ordering PC parts.
Yeah, you pretty much just have to have like notifications and like on at like Newegg and Best Buy and stuff, and hope that you're quick enough to get one when they drop, or be able to go to a Micro Center when they get more stock. Ordering parts. Nice. She's too pretty. I rejected myself for that.
Tell us about your Loot Fest booth. GPU time.
Tell us about my Loot Fest booth. So yeah, I've got 2 systems I'm bringing to Loot Fest that creators will be able to stream from. One has a 14900K and a 4070 Ti Super. That's the cool white BTF build I did that there's no visible cables. And then the other one is a sleeper PC that I'm still working on. And that one has a 7800X 3D and a 7800XT GPU. That one is built in like an old PC case from like 2000. And then Beacon donated a bunch of audio hardware, so we'll have 2 sets of Beacon USB mics and their like mixers for the booths. And then at my personal booth, like that's the streaming booth, and then at the booth that's just for like me, I'm gonna have like a bunch of merch and stuff available to buy, and then yeah, I don't know if we'll have any PCs available to sell. I'm tempted to bring one with me just to see how that goes, but we'll see. I wouldn't wait outside for 3 weeks for that.
Redneck boxers.
Okay. Oh, I need the bracket that goes on here. There's a bracket that slides over that. This guy. Okay, so I need this guy. It's gonna slide over like this. Cool. This guy's gonna go in there like that. Okay. Same thing on this side. Okay. Yeah, and I don't know what the demand is going to be on the I assume that they'll have more available of the 5070s and 5070 Ti's than they did with the 5080s and 5090s. Go. Got some thermal paste on there. Gonna take the plastic off this time because we almost forgot that last time.
I'm so proud of
Didn't go in the
myself
trash.
putting in my own
That's
cooler,
cool.
even though I had to take case all away
All right.
apart.
Just gotta stop moving, Susan. Just gotta hook that guy on. Hook this one onto the bottom. There we go. Tighten those down a little bit. What's the better case, Lee & Lee or Height Y60? I mean, there's a lot of Lee & Lee cases. I prefer the Lee & Lee cases over the Height cases. The Y60 is kind of a tough one to build in, to be honest, if it's your first time. Like if you do a 360 millimeter radiator, it can be kind of a pain to build in. All right, there we go. Just like that. Take the plastic off right there. gotta plug this stuff in. Proud of yourself for putting in my own cooler, even though I had to take the case all the way apart. There's no redneck boxers. No, sorry. I ordered a few t-shirts and some hats. I did order mouse pads, but there's a huge, like, they're having apparently a bunch of inventory issues with the mouse pad vendor that we use. So I don't even know if I'll have any extra mouse pads to sell, just the ones for my streaming setups. Okay, got that guy through there. This one will go back there too. Turn that sideways, come on. Just gotta feel it sometimes. There we go, okay. Got it, got it. Okay, get those guys out the back. I've got a daisy chain there for this guy. Okay, and now I think what I'll do here is I have a couple of extra spots up there. I'll run a couple of zip ties up here to hold these cables in. There we go, just like that. Is that gonna fit through? Yeah. Let's see if I can fit it through on the bottom. Let's do that. There we go. 5:55 a.m. Sheesh. It's 5:27 p.m. for me. I hate the marketing BS of the 4090 performance. Yeah, I mean, it's all based on, what's it called? DLSS, which is lame, but you know, I get why they did it. Okay, nice. Now you can't see those cables. I love that for us. I think I'm gonna do that on these ones too, if I can. I don't know if I can reach those. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. Those are pretty nice. I like that. I like that. Gonna go It's gonna look like we're going a little hog wild on zip ties here for a second, but I wanna make this routing look a little cleaner. Okay. Keep that one loose. We're gonna fold these back on themselves a couple times. This is all just extra cable length. $200. Go look for a used PC. You're not gonna be able to build yourself anything decent for $200, in my opinion. At best, like you could find maybe like a really cheap, like Dell Optiplex, and then find like a low profile used GPU and throw it in there. But you're not gonna be able to build yourself a PC for that. Not one that you'll be able to play games on. Okay, that stuff's all in there. Everything's plugged in. Everything's secured. All right, let's get our GPU in here. Yeah, there you go, Siam. Exactly my thoughts. Yo, what up, Grims? How we doing? Very hard to see around those broad shoulders. I need to tone it down. I know the crazy thing is I don't even work out. I know. It's just not like, I don't know of a good place to put another camera. Like I don't have another tripod or something to have this one floating somewhere. Ideally, in a perfect world, I would just have somebody that could run a camera. But I don't make enough money to do that. Okay. GPU time. Okay. That is open and ready to go. Avery can do that soon. She does take pictures for us on our phones sometimes. Living the dream. Glad to catch your stream. Hey, appreciate you stopping in. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Nvidia RTX 5080. Here we go. Okay. Don't worry, that's just the case making that noise. Okay, it latched. Okay, it didn't make any noise on the latch, so I was a little confused there, but we're good. What up, Professor? How we doing? You can put the camera on my wife. Waiting for new AMD GPUs to launch in March. Hopefully it'll be a game changer. 7800X 3D is still too expensive for your budget. That's fair. I mean, you can get a good like a 7600X or a 9600X or something. Is that going in now? There we go. and still get really good performance. Like, you don't need an X3D to get like good performance, you know? The 5080. All right, and there it is. Let's see if our thing works here. I'm a little concerned it's gonna be up against the fan. Oh, it's not. It's not gonna be up against the fan. Here we go. Now it's stiff. You can push down on that, nothing's happening. Fan still spins, not hitting anything. Great. That's a cool little sag bracket for the GPU. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. Now we just need to get our GPU power cable out here. Bring that in kind of from the side here. Like so. I do like that they put these at an angle too, because it really helps reduce the depth. It reduces the width that you need in your case, so that even like this case, which is not giant, but it's not small, has plenty of room to fit this cable in there. All right, just want to make sure that it's fully seated. I don't see any more green. Clip looks like it's on. We're good. Okay. Make sure we're not touching the fan. Good there. Okay. And this side, just need to zip it into this cable tie. It also kind of prevents weird stresses from occurring on the cable, because rather than like pulling down or up or like anything funky, like the only stress that's going to get pulled in here is straight away from the clip. So it's not putting any stress on the connector itself, just pulling it away. So make sure that doesn't just come out. Nope, that's definitely in there. Okay. And there it is. That's our first 5080 build right there. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. What up, Wellington? Welcome in from Brazil. Yeah, just get a 7600X, or go to like AliExpress and get a 7500F for like 150 bucks or something like that. And you'll still get solid performance. It's not going to be, you know, as incredible, but it's still going to be good. Excuse me, got the hiccups. All right, let's put some case panels back on here. All right, wait, hold on. Cable management. What's our grade here on the cable management? I feel like I did pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I did pretty good. What do you guys think? Yeah, 7600X3D is not readily available, but you can get a 7500F or a 7600X. 7500F you pretty much have to get on AliExpress, so you'll just have to wait a while to get it. But oh, this cable needs to get fixed on the front side. Don't know if I think I can, yeah. There we go. Now it's not sticking out on the front side. All right, cable management. A through F, what do we think? I don't know how it looks in different places, but I live in Poland, and 7800X3D about 25% more expensive. Oh, really? AliExpress is like cheaper here. 12700K is still a good CPU. I'm not using a fan hub or an RGB hub. Everything is just daisy chained. What do we think, chat? What's my cable management score here? I need some numbers or some letters. The new Intel CPUs are significantly worse than the 9800X 3D. $200 out of 10, love it. We're done. A lot better than mine? Bet. All right. Close it up. There we go. Cool, no bulge. Put the top back on now. Here we have it. You guys, that's a beautiful build, not gonna lie. Julius, this is about $3,500. All right, you guys ready to see this baby turn on? First ever power on of a Redneck 50 series PC build. What do we think? What do we think?
Custom
Simon
glass.
says 10 out of 10. Love it. Love it. No custom glass on this one. They didn't order that. It's about time. What do you mean? It's only been an hour. I did this in like an hour and 15 minutes, Ghost. I did this so fast for a high-end build. You don't even know. It helps that it was an easy build. Like all the daisy chain features and stuff made it super simple. Is it worth to buy some cool case with like 7 fans in total? 4 fans is usually enough. Like, it's nice to have more fans, but you don't typically need more than that. Yeah, exactly. A bunch of this is me stopping and reading chat. You're right. Are there instructions with CPU air coolers? Yes. Usually they will come with instructions on how to put it together, what component or what pieces to use, depending on what CPU and socket you have. Are we ready to turn on? Okay. I'm going to dim the lights so that you guys can get the full effect, but I need every single one of you in the chat to drop your favorite emoji. I don't care what it is. Drop your favorite emoji in the chat, and then we'll power this baby on, okay? I'm going to set the mood. We're going to dim the lights, but I want to see all of your guys' favorite emojis before we turn this baby on, okay? Ghost, classic, always. Fade away, love it. Alf, love the wave. Simon with the dead emoji. Got some poop emojis. Solid. Ooh, the bot emoji. Yes, the stormtrooper. Oh, Mrs. Red's in here. Hi. She's got her favorite emoji. That's usually the one when I'm gaming late, and she's like, "Why are you still at the office, bro? Why aren't you home?" That's the look I get. Fade away coming with another solid one. I can't see what it is from here. It's too small on my screen. I can't tell what that is. It's too small. All right, y'all. So, first ever RTX 50 series build built by yours truly. 9800X 3D, RTX 5080, 48 gigabytes of RAM, 4 terabytes of storage, 1000 watt power supply, MSI MPG Carbon Wi-Fi X870E motherboard, a bunch of these Corsair RS120 fans, the Thermaltake TH360 ARGB V2, and a Corsair 3500X ARGB. First ever power on. Here you go. She real purty. If I have 16 gigs of RAM right now, is it worth it to upgrade to 32 gigs? If you get another 16 gigabyte kit that's identical to the ones you have now, you can put those in and go up to 32 instead of buying a 32 gig kit. She doesn't care, Ghost. Technically, this is a mid-tower case.
Remember mine didn't turn on, LOL.
I do remember yours didn't turn on. I think we had to replace the power supply in yours. Here, I'm gonna turn this up just a little bit so you guys can get a little bit better view of the inside. So this actually does have a little bit of, it's not RGB because it's always white, but the GeForce RTX lights up, and there's actually a couple of lights here on the top and on the bottom. Show the other camera. Why? You can look at that camera. There's no lighting from the back. And the people on the horizontal stream can't see anything right now if I put it to the back. The horizontal stream only has this camera up here. Yo, Lord Onion Rings. First of all, I love the name. You're awesome, bro. Absolutely phenomenal build. Hey, thank you so much for the £2 donation. Appreciate that. I don't know what that equates to American Eagles. I think it's like 240 or something like that. I was thinking about 4 fans and another 3 fans under the GPU. You cannot go overkill with cooling. You cannot have too many case fans. I would never say it's overkill. Do you need them? No, not necessarily, but it's never gonna be bad to have too many fans because there's no such thing as too many fans. Can I buy you a PC? No, I cannot. You can buy yourself a PC from me. That's the thing that you can do. Oh, £2 is the same as $2 right now? Well, there we go. Thank you for the $2 donation. I appreciate it. It's a beautiful PC, you guys. I'm a little jealous. I know that mine is all water-cooled and fancy and stuff, but this thing is gonna blow my PC out of the water. I've got a 9600X and a 4070 Ti Super. That 9800X 3D with this 5080, it's gonna be incredible. How cheap are they? I have a new one that just went up on the site with a B570. That's under $1,000. Have I used the Montech King 95? Yes, I just did a build. Clapped, if you go to my previous live streams, like a week or two ago, I built one in the King 95. I have a picture. I have some pictures here I can show you. So this is what it looked like. And those are the fans that come with the Montech case. So I took off the fans that came with the AIO and installed more of the Montech AX 120 fans so that they were all the same all the way around. It's a really good case. So that Montech case comes with 5 fans. It's $150, which is a little bit expensive, but it comes with the intake fans on the side and the bottom that it come with are reverse style fans, so that you see like the pretty side, and it comes with an exhaust fan. So it comes with 5 pre-installed fans, and they look really good, and it's only $150. So I mean, I know $150 for a case is kind of a lot, but for what you get out of it, it's an incredible case, and it looks really good. Killian, this is not a personal build. This is a customer build. No, Ghost. Can't have it. But I meant like, are extra fans on the GPU worth it? If you don't have the extra budget in your for your build, I would hold off on buying fans for under the GPU, and like you can always add them in later. Yo, what up, Sebastian? This is your well, I mean, this is Judd's PC, technically, but yours is gonna look just like this. How beautiful is that? She real nice. What do you think? What do you think, Seb? Why are these fans not on? Hold on. I think those fans got disconnected somehow. Oh, did I not plug in the cables going into there? It's okay. The pump fan is definitely connected, but which one of these is for the CPU fan? It's this one. See, even I mess things up sometimes.
He's going to absolutely love the dragon.
We gotta fix this.
What is that?
The stream is still going. See, this is why it only took an hour and 15 minutes, because I messed something up. Oh, the dragon, that's MSI. Okay, so let's see. This could, ow. Smack myself. Is it this? It's not this, is it? Okay, there we go. So those fans are connected now. And then the RGB is coming out of here somewhere. Oh, the RGB is over here. Hold on. So RGB came out over here. Got it connected there. Came down here. Aha. I think this is the guy we need. Let's just double check that before I fix the cable management for it. Come on. Yep, okay, cool. We got that. Okay, so we can tighten this guy back up. It's all good. Then we can just do this. See, even the pros mess stuff up sometimes, you guys. Okay. Let's get that. I'll use one more cable tie. Didn't get any louder when I plugged in those other fans either. Nice and quiet, which I like. Okay, there we go. Now it's all plugged in. Ta-da! Oh wait, let's put that back on. Ta-da! Yay, now they're spinning and making colors. That one's making funny colors. That one's making funny colors. I don't like that. Where's that one connected? Is it here? don't see any more funny colors. Cool. Cool. You can tell how big of a bot I am with this stuff that I don't know their logo. It's okay. That's what I'm here for. Who's pro? I don't see one. Get out of here, Ghost. I'm a pro because I get paid to do this. How much would you spend on each PC part with $1,500? CPU, I would probably spend $200 to $300. GPU, I would probably spend around $400, maybe $500. So that puts you around $800. And then $200 for the motherboard, so that's $1,000. 100 on RAM, so that's 1,100. Another like 100 on storage, 1,200. 100 on power supply, 1,300. 80 to 100 probably on the case, so that's 1,400. And then you have 50 to 100 for the, 20 to 100 or so on the CPU cooler, whether that be an AIO or just a tower air cooler. That would be my breakdown. Yes, you guys will be able to change the lights. If you guys want me to set it to a specific color, let me know and I can do that when I'm setting it all up. So technically this is the front. This side would be considered the front, and this would be the side panel. The 9800 X3D is better. It's like 10-ish% better. Yeah, dude, I'm excited too. Like, I'm glad that I finally got to build with a 50 series GPU, man. General spend 40% on GPU, 60% on the rest. Yeah, these days it does kind of hold up, Siam. I was thinking about an AIO. I mean, you can get, so like Thermalright, and I think Thermaltake too, both make some AIOs that are like under $70. So you could definitely go that route and get a solid AIO. But like if you really want to like keep the, keep your budget as low as possible for some of the stuff, you can get like a good Thermalright air cooler for like $25 and it'll cool your 7600X or whatever you put in there. Troy with the sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you guys for all the new subs. Can I show the front again? Sure. That's what it looks like from the front. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong screen. No, yeah, that one. There, that's what it looks like from the front. AIOs are really good if you're willing to buy secondhand. I don't know if I would buy a secondhand AIO personally. Like, you can get a good one for a reasonable enough price that like I personally wouldn't get a secondhand AIO. Hopefully Joe will be able to hop on stream before you're done. He's in traffic on the way home from work. I mean, I'm done. Like, we're ready to call it. But I mean, we're building the other one on probably Wednesday. So, still a chance he'll get to watch. Arctic AIO. Yeah, they're reasonably priced, but you're still going to spend closer to 100 versus the Thermalright ones are literally like $60. And Thermalright makes really good stuff. Like I would trust a Thermalright, no problem. Yeah, like that's what I was saying. Like you can get a good air cooler that can easily cool, a Ryzen 5 for like $25. You don't need an AIO for that. It's just if you want the look of an AIO, Thermalright is a good way to do it for a really reasonable price.
He can always check the VOD.
Is it hard to put more fans in
Thanks
later?
so
Not
much,
really.
Red. You're the best in the biz.
So like on this one, the only other spots for fans would be 2 right here underneath the GPU. I didn't put them in there because they're not even really drawing. It's not really even a good spot to like draw air because the power supply is right under here. And then this, it does eventually, like you can eventually get down to like fresh air underneath. But there's a bunch of cables and stuff underneath. So on this case, you basically just drop them in, bolt them down, and then, you know, find an extra spot on your motherboard to plug them into. The Evo XL. I mean, it's pretty much the same story on that one too. Like you just find a spot to put them in, bolt them in. You know, if depending on where it is or how, you know, how you have everything configured, maybe you have to, you know, pull your GPU back out or something. But other than that, it's not hard. Yeah, he can always go back and watch the VOD. You guys should both go back and watch the whole VOD and watch it build because it was a pretty cool build and it was fast. I built it in like a little over an hour. The best in the biz. Thank you, sir. You swapped out the Wraith Prism to an AIO on your 5950X. Yeah, that makes sense. That Wraith Prism really isn't meant for cooling something that with that many cores. It's hard to keep a 16 core CPU cool. I know from experience. Before you take the gloves off, you got time for a prostate check? Wait, am I doing that on you? I don't know if these are medical grade gloves. But, you know, I mean, you know, that's what friends are for, right? Yeah, you can throw in a PC screen later too. On this one, there's actually like, this would be a perfect spot if you wanted to stick one like down here. That would look pretty cool. The routing might not be perfect. Like you might have to run the cables like around the side and into the back, or maybe like run it up above and in here. Just use some like 3M tape to stick it on. I've put one of those little monitors in a PC case before. It's not too bad. You're almost 40. It's about that time. Ugh. I'm not that far away. I mean, I guess I still have a few years away before I hit 40, but do not look forward to doing that. I think they could do. Can't they do that with like an ultrasound now? Like they don't need to dig up in there. I would be willing to pay the difference if it meant doing like an ultrasonic version rather than someone sticking their fingers up my keister. All right, y'all. Weird question, but have you ever previously experienced coil whine with PSUs and GPUs? Personally, no. I wouldn't say it's inevitable. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to use higher quality capacitors and stuff, but I think it's more likely if you don't use, you know, high quality components. I've never used Okenos before, so I have no idea. Yeah, I would pay, I would totally pay for that. How many kidneys for 5080? Unfortunately, my kidneys work fine, so I don't know. I mean, fortunately for me, my kidneys work fine. Unfortunately for you, I don't need any kidneys in order to get you one. So, yeah. Okay. I think we're calling it here. Thank you all so much for hanging out for the first 5080 PC. We're going to be doing another one just like this later this week. So if you missed part of the build and you don't want to go back and watch the VOD, just tune in next time. We're going to build another one just like it. All right. Thank you all for watching. We will see you on the next one. Should I pay more attention to some PC parts more than others? I mean, you need all of them. All of your parts should be good quality. How about that? Okay. And with that, we are done. Goodbye, YouTube vertical. And goodbye, YouTube horizontal. And kick. Goodbye as soon as I get back over.